How many of you have heard of that word otokoto? In the 90s, in the 2000s, that word otokoto used to be a strong word. Please, Jay-Z, people should go and sit down. I'm not talking to you guys here. Even though many people use that word, some people do not know how that word originated from. So high rate of ritual.
Give me the seat first.
So hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In 1996 to be precise, a young boy about 11 years was gingerly hawking his granuts when one man called him. The man took him to a hotel, a fine hotel in those days, and the name of that hotel was called Otokoto. The boy is still in a fine hotel now. He must have thought that this man that is taking me to the hotel might even buy the whole of my tray. The young lad followed the man. The young boy's name is Anthony. Anthony followed Innocent to the hotel. Innocent told him to sit down and wait. Innocent went, bought Fanta, drink, a soft drink. I'm guessing it will be Fanta because kids love Fanta. And gave to this young Anthony to drink and wait for him while he comes to buy the granuts. While Anthony was sipping the drink gradually, he started feeling weak. All of a sudden, he was unconscious. Innocent stood one place and was watching this young boy, Anthony. So when he was sure that this guy was unconscious, he went there, cut this boy's neck, cut his head, harvested his vital organs, harvested his heart, his liver, harvested even his favorite parts, harvested everything. According to the gist that we heard, that Innocent was a gardener in that Otokoto hotel. So after harvesting this boy's organ, he now took the boy in a kind of a waterproof. He now took the head of the boy to another person's house. The person's name is called Leonard Onunaga. I guess I'm pronouncing it right. So, but when he got to Leonard's place, Leonard was not around. But before then, the bike man that carried Innocent with Anthony's head noticed that blood was dripping so much from the waterproof. So the bike man now alerted the police and people around. That was how Innocent was arrested. So after the whole back and forth, he ended up confessing to police that the remaining body of this young lad was inside the hotel. That's the Otokoto hotel. So when the police went to the hotel, they found a shallow grave where they saw the body of the young, now late Anthony, and they also saw other bodies of so many other persons that has been in this hotel. While Innocent was in police custody, police made a big mistake. They televised Innocent with the head of the young lad that is Anthony. They televised him and published it. The police said why they did that, they wanted people that knew the young man, that's the young 11 years old Anthony, that if anybody could recognize this boy, the person should reach out to them. When people saw that broadcast, everywhere scattered. People got angry. People came out of the road. Before then in Owerri, this thing happened in Owerri. Before then in Owerri, they've been experiencing high rate of killings, high rate of ritual killings, robbery. So I think at this point now, this was like a breaking point for people, because people came out everywhere scattered. They went to the Otokoto hotel, they scattered, they burnt the whole place. So the names that Innocent called, like I said, was Leonard Onunaga and Vincent Duru. Vincent Duru now is like the owner of the Otokoto hotel. They went to his house, scattered, they burnt car, scattered so many things. There was like a massive riot as a result of that broadcast that they made. The funniest part is that after 3 days, while Innocent was in police custody, he died. They murdered him in police custody. Before he died, he had already confessed to the names of people that were involved. Like I said, he named the Leonard Onunaga. He also named the Vincent Duru and some other names. These persons were like in a court. Most of the names that he mentioned were names of people in this one black scorpion court. 3 persons were accused and given the death penalty as a result of the death of Innocent in police custody. Innocent specifically mentioned Leonard as the masterminder of everything that happened, but Leonard denied. Even Vincent Duru, that's the owner of the hotel, they both denied. They both denied that they didn't know anything about the. So that goes to the judge back then, because even if they denied, after the back and forth, plus the plenty cops that they saw in the hotel of this man, they were both given a death penalty. Now you should know at this junction, now you should know, because me, I didn't even know before that if you're giving a death penalty in Nigeria, they don't straight up, they keep you until the governor of that state signs again for you to be executed. That is when they finally kill you. So that was the case with Leonard and Vincent. After they were given that death penalty, they stayed in court for another 6 years. So according to the gist that we heard, like, why these people were in court, they were living like kings, they were having sex, they were even bringing food from them outside, they were living like royalty. Even Duru gave a jailer, gave one of those prison wardens belly in the prison. That was how free these people were living when they were in prison. So after all said and done, the governor now signed their death penalty. But before the governor signed their death penalty, Leonard had already died in prison. Mysteriously, we didn't know how he died, but he somehow died in prison. Vincent, on the other hand, was executed after the governor signed that death penalty. So tomorrow, when you hear that word, Otokoto, this person has done Otokoto, this person has done Otokoto, I think the people that will be more conversant with this word are people staying in the south. Is when you hear that word Otokoto, just know that this is how the word originated.